Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is KHAIRUNISA from ARIFIN. My number metric is DBA20242886. Today, I will be presenting about the topic of Picket. The definition of picket is a form of peaceful protest where workers gather outside the workplace. You will typically see them carrying banners or signs to express their dissatisfaction regarding a trade dispute such as salary issue or poor working condition. It's important to note that picketing in Malaysia is not just a random act. It is a legal right protected under Section 40 of the Industrial Relations Act 1967. This allows workers to gather peaceful at or near their workplace for the purpose of giving or obtaining information. By definition of salary, for example, I will give ETF and so because common figure for a picket include wage-related disputes such as unpaid salary or late payment. Furthermore, a major issue in the Malaysian context is the non-contribution of ETF, KWSP, which means KWSP, and so. These are fundamental statutory right, and when an employer fails to remit this contribution, it directly threatens the worker's future security and social safety net, making it a valid reason for industrial action. The goal of a picket is to put pressure on the employer to return to the negotiating table and listen to the workers' demand. It is a tool for social justice within the workplace. There are 4 essential features that define a picket. First, visual protest. It uses banner and sign to send a clear, powerful message to the management. Second, unity. It is a display of solidarity, showing that all workers are standing together in their demands. Third, public awareness. It aims to capture the attention of customers, the media, and the community to gain external support. Fourth, class report. Most importantly, a picket is usually conducted only after meeting and formal discussion have failed to solve the dispute. The rules. There are strict rules to follow under the law. First, outside working hours. It must be done during lunch breaks, before or after work. Second, peaceful manner. No violence, no shouting, and no fighting. Third, no obstruction. Worker must not block any entrance or exits. Lastly is a location. It is only allowed at or near the specific workplace involved. For the next, I will pass to my friend, DIEN.
Alright, Assalamualaikum, my name is DIEN Amandina. So for today, I'm going to talk about my part, which is advantages and disadvantages of picketing. So let's talk about advantages of picketing first. So picketing helps to raise public awareness by informing people about the issue faced by the workers. It allows to express their opinions collectively, make their voices stronger and more noticeable. Picketing can pressure employers to respond and negotiate for better wages of working condition. It's a low-cost form of protest compared to strikes, as workers can still continue their job. Picketing can attract media attention, which helps spread the message to a wider audience. It also promotes unity and solidarity among workers, strengthening their teamwork.
My name is NABILA and my part is about strike. Explanation about strike. A strike is when workers stop working together to protest and demand better working conditions. It is usually done when employees are unhappy with issues like low salary, long working hours, unsafe workplace, or unfair treatment. The purpose of a strike is to pressure the employer to listen and solve the problem. Why people strike in workplace? People strike in the workplace to ask for better salary, shorter working hours, safer working conditions, and fair treatment. They may also strike when there is poor management, lack of benefits, or when the employer does not listen to their complaints. Other than that, I will explain about a legal way to strike. The strikers are members of a trade union. The strikers have a trade dispute with their employer. A secret ballot is held prior to starting the strike. 2/3 of the workers agree to strike. The ballot paper must be sent to the Department of Trade Union for verification. And lastly, the workers must wait for at least 7 days before commencing the strike. That's it from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is AULYFEEA and I will continue about disadvantage and advantage of the strike. So for the advantage, the worker can demand better salary and improve working conditions. Next, we will help worker get a fair treatment, and also employer may listen to the worker and protect any worker strike. And next, for the advantage, worker may lose a salary and the work and production will be stopped, and company may lose a lot of money. From the strike also, customer may be affected and can create conflict between worker and employer. That's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum to my lecturer, Madam Hidayah, and my friend. My name is BINTI Abdullah from class 5B. What is lockout? A lockout is a work stoppage or unit of employment initiated by an employee or industrial company owner during a labor dispute. So, we have the 3 causes of lockout. The first one is asking other employee to shut off the machine and lock out device. When in hurry, workers may ask other people to shut out and lock the machine, which can cause accident. The second causes is not using lockout for a job takes only a few minutes. Employees often ignore the importance of lockout. Even a task only takes a few minutes, starting work without locking the equipment controls can be dangerous. For the third causes is ignorance toward use of multiple lockout procedure when more than one employee is working. A worker switch off the machine and lock it properly, but another worker does not apply lockout and proceed with the maintenance work. If lockout have causes lockout in the workplace, sure, we have the step to release from lockout, or the how to resolve the lockout in the workplace. For the first one is the remove tools and replace guards. The reason we must remove the tools and replace the guard is to ensure that no stray tools, components or material remain that could obstruct the machine operation and ensure that the equipment is operationally intact. The second one is the check for employees. This involves 2 critical tasks. The first is confirm with the maintenance staff with their tasks are complete, and secondly, making a visual inspection to ensure no one close to the equipment. The third one is notify the affected employees. Communication is the key. All employees who might be affected by the restarting of the equipment should be informed in advance. The last step to resolve the lockout in workplace is restore energy. How to restore energy? All safety must check conducted and now time to re-energize the machine and bring it back to functional state. For all organization must following the procedure to ensure all employees and employer is always in safety environment. Conclusion for this topic, industrial relation is industrial relation play important role to ensure a harmony between employees and employers in the workplace. The implementation of the Industrial Relations Act 1967 also play a significant role in protecting workers' rights to ensure that employees can manage their organization more efficiently and systematically. However, good relationship between both parties can enhance trust, cooperation, and create a stable and conducive working environment. Therefore, all parties must play their respective roles to ensure that industrial relations remain in good condition in the future. That's all from our group. Thank you for your attention and time to watch this presentation. See you soon.
I just had to let you know you're okay.